Hello and welcome to another update video about Dogecoin. Dogecoin broke out of this descending wedge to the upside again. Yeah, we've got another break. At some point I may take out this descending wedge pattern that we have on the chart because it will be unreliable if we see too many breaks without follow through. I am still skeptical about this increase here, and I have the scenario that Dogecoin bottomed already in this bear market only as an alternative at the moment. It's of course possible, but Doge has a lot of work to do to confirm that it has bottomed in this bear market. It would first of all need to break through this entire section of Fibonacci resistance, which ranges from 10.5 to 14 cents. We had this crazy spike here a few days ago that was related to the Twitter logo being changed, but it was really only a three-wave rally, so not really an impulse. We could still look at this in terms of a weird diagonal if it works out to the upside, because anything is possible, but based on the price structure, this is not necessarily a structure that gives me a lot of trust in further upside despite the spike, because it was rejected exactly at the 38.2 retracement. For now it's of course moving up. It's hovering here above the moving average. I think that is the it's a 20-day moving average. The market is using that as micro support at the moment. I would argue that a break below the 20-day moving average, because it is respecting that so much at the moment, would indicate that we are heading further down in a third wave. As long as it's holding above the 20-day moving average, things are looking good for further short-term upside, but really I'm skeptical. Note that with Dogecoin, whenever a certain tweet occurs, this can just rally out of the blue. The thing is it sustainable or not? And I'm skeptical about this. At the moment, I count the move up that occurred here between November 22 and the spike in April 23 as a wave 2, as a WXY structure. Again, it reacted here to the 38.2 retracement, which again is Fib resistance. And it could now be in the third wave down. The move down looked quite impulsive. The move up looks choppy. So we're looking here for something like this. It's not super high confidence, but this is sort of what we're looking for here. 3, 4, 5, something like that. A 5-wave move here to the downside, and we're now heading higher, yes. But also looking at this microstructure, this 1-2 setup, we're entering Fibonacci resistance now. I'm going to zoom in a minute and we take a look at that. But anyway, here there is an increased risk now of breakdown, and we need to pay some attention to that. So move up is choppy. It's not a great structure. Yeah, it could have bottomed, but to confirm it has bottomed, I want to see as a minimum, but that would really be a first indication only, a rally above 10.5 cents. Then it would need to break above the wave W high, 11 cents. And then I think it has a good chance to actually possibly move all the way up here to the 16-cent level. But there's a long way to go for Doge to really confirm that. Short-term, the trend is up, yes. And for very short-term trend change signal, I would pay attention to the 20-day moving average. But it's now going to reach here Fibonacci resistance. We already got a bit of a rejection there. Just looking at this micro setup here, because on the micro level, it is very much possible that what we've seen here off this low was here a 3-wave move up in an A wave, the move down in a B wave, and we're now moving up in some kind of a diagonal pattern in a C wave of 2. Looking at resistance for this wave 2, you can see that we've now reached here nearly the golden ratio. That's also why we got rejected, I believe. So yeah. And next resistance above that would be the 10 cent level basically, which is going to be strong psychological resistance anyway. And we got the reject there previously here on the 4th of April. Yes, with the wicks it reached 10.5 cents, but really the 10-cent level was the rejection point. So I think we are now deep in resistance. I mean, again, we already got rejected and left the resistance zone to the downside, and now we need to pay attention if we are in the third wave. As soon as we get below this swing low, I think this is additional evidence. 8.5 cents and a break below the B wave low at 8 cents basically will be confirmation that we are in a third wave to the downside. And eventually I'm still looking at ideally another low here for Dogecoin. because so far it failed to rally really impulsively. Now again, it could be that the low is in, but I want the market to prove it first. I don't have a very clear long setup here. There was a chance. I think we had one. We had a setup here at some point, but of course it did break down. So because that could have counted as an impulse, yeah, with the 1-2 setup, but it obviously took it out. Okay, so it's the weakness in the market here at the moment. So let's see. I mean, there are other coins that are moving much stronger than Doge, and this entire structure just doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence. Will not rule out it has bottomed, but there are better setups elsewhere. And if it starts to rally and take out resistances, then we can always look for the next setup, okay, which is going to give us then more confidence. All right, that's my update about Doge. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.